Okay, I'm back. Nandi is here. Welcome. I am Nandi, your fellow traveler on this journey back to our sovereign selves. Yeah, that was a doozy, that last one, but I had a couple of things to do after, and I was kind of iffy about uploading it um, because I don't know, but I did because I want to be authentic. I want to be real. Uh, but that was a lot of energy. So now, what am I going to do with it? Am I going to keep going talking about Dark Night of the Soul? Well, I will talk about what I did while I was going through because it's different for everybody. It's not really necessary for me to go into detail about what I was going through, but suffice it to say, like I said, it was a tower card coming through my life where everything was undone. Um, where everything was, the major part of it was I wanted to be happy. I wanted to feel joy. I wanted to feel good. I could not tap into that. It was like I couldn't find it. And I had to build different bridges. And that took knowledge. I had to build different bridges because what made me happy before was built on lies. And since those lies were destroyed, and they were the foundation of what was built, everything went with it. So, like I said, everything was shut down. I had no zest for life. I had no, uh, I don't want to say purpose, because my purpose was to get back to that place where everything was clear, everything was vibrant and vivid, and I understood, and I was whole. So that was my purpose. My purpose now is sovereignty. Okay. Now, what was I talking about before I went off into, what I did? While I was in, I studied. I watch YouTube videos, and shout out to all the YouTubers out there that share their truth, that share what they're learning, that shares it even though it flies in the face of what is accepted by society, what is taught by society, what is taught by churches, schools, politicians. My hat is off to you. I bow, salute it for doing that, for paving the way, for being a trailblazer for us, for people like me, and for just sharing. And that was very encouraging to me. And I will shout people out specifically because I have bought a lot of products. I have watched a lot of videos. I'm very fortunate to have a job where I can just put on my headphones and just be in a whole different space than where I am. And but I'm transitioning out of that job too. So everything works for my good. But that's what I had to, that, like I said, that was my mantra going through. That would be my mantra probably for the rest of my life, for the rest of my existence here. Everything works for my good. If it does not come out the box working for my good, how do I make it work for my good? Point blank. That's it. That's all. It is, it is, it, so, like I said, watch YouTube videos. I've read books. And like I said, my Ajay used to teach this, and what he started me on when I first went, because I was full of questions. You know, I was full of questions. Um, Zechariah Stitchin, his books, Chariots of the Gods, and the 13th Planet, and Marduk, and he didn't call them the Anunnaki, and all those. He started me there, which was very informative, but I only got through, I think, maybe the second half of the second book. Because my mind was, like I said, the downloads just kept coming. Calm down, down. Here come the chills again. We're not gonna do this, okay? We're not gonna do this. Okay, I know I'm orange, but oh well. I am appreciative of my humble beginnings. I love to see the level up. I love to see the level up in other people. That was my favorite time in church, testimony time. Okay. And I kept debating with Spirit about this too. I went, well, I want this way. I want this way. Well, come on, let's do the manifestation. So I have a nice area to record in. I'll send out good energy because I'm recording from a good space, and I try to do all that. No, the level up has to be has to be witnessed, not just by me, but by whoever wants to witness it. So, um, okay, Nephilim, Anunnaki. So that was good. It was a good starting point with that. But reading didn't hold me like it used to. Like I said, I carried around boxes of books from apartment to apartment to apartment for years. So I'm a big reader. But with this, but before I was a reader, I was a daydreamer. My imagination was heavy. That's what I used to get in trouble for in school all the time. Teacher, I would sit there, look at the teacher like this. And the teacher would tell my parents, it looks like she's listening, but when I call on her, she's not there. No. And that was a good part of the dark night of the soul for me, detaching from everybody that alone time. I really prefer my own company. I'm really comfortable in my own company. But so that part, it was hard for me to talk to people. And I was really in my head a lot. My imagination was, and it still is. And that is a major part of manifestation. But, so I studied everything. It was chaotic. I studied, and for me, I couldn't embrace my shadow self. I could not get to know my shadow self. I couldn't progress through the shadow realm without going into the darkness. I did, like I said in previous videos, I studied the Baphomet and demons, which is basically geniuses. That's it. And demon means indwelling genius. And so I studied all that. At first, I was scared. Of course, I was. Who wouldn't be? But I have been visited when I was a child. I've been visited by beings that tried to scare me. But of course, on the inside, I was scared. But for some reason, I knew not to show fear on the outside, so I would just act like I didn't see them. And like they would stand in my doorway. One even touched me, but that when it touched me, I did jump up out the bed. My dad, I was about 12 or 13 years old at the time. My dad was in Africa on a trip, and so it's just me, my mom, my brother, and sister at home. It was in the middle of the night. I was sleeping on my stomach, and it felt like this hand went up my leg, like that, like the hand, like the thing in Adam's Family, and of course, I thought it was a mouse, but it was a new home. It was a new build. We just moved in, and well, I jumped up out the bed and ran into the room with my mom, and that was the only time I remember reacting to that. But like I said, I was touched. It is always I've been touched a few times on the back of my leg. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I have been doing a marathon of videos because my grandbabies get over here Ooh, it's on and popping. They'll be here shortly. But I still should be able to do videos if something else comes to me. I'm running down on this, but the spiritual awakening part. But I do have so much to talk about. Like I said, this is years in the making. Hold on. Okay, that was my Ajay. He didn't want to say hi just yet. Anyway, see, I'm not trying to thought, but I'm running out of time again anyway. But anyway, like I said, well, I think I segued. I went off. I was supposed to be talking about being a reader. That wasn't my path. I'm more intuitive. I'm more, like I said, clairsentient. I feel into stuff. I feel into things. And so I learned a lot more through videos. Bobby Hennett, of course. Brother Panic, of course. Dr. Delbert Blair. Dr. Phil Valentine. Or Brother Phil Valentine. I just saw a video where he prefers brother over doctor because of, so many others. So many others that, yeah, we got time. I'm just beginning, like I said, and I'll drop them all. But yeah, studying the darkness, I had to study those energies to understand where, understand how those energies were working in me. Because it's all a part of me, and there's no energy greater than for me. And people are supposed to feel like you are supposed to feel like that about you. There is nobody greater than you. There's no energy greater than you. I know it comes off kind of arrogant, but hell, I just posted a most humble video. So, humility is not an issue with me. Arrogance is not an issue with me. I guess I would end this here. How am I going to start the next one? Because I have more time. And I'm really enjoying doing these. And I'm enjoying being put on this 15-minute time frame because it sort of keeps me on schedule. But to wrap it up, what I did, study, listen, meditated, I did work. I did some candle work. I did some ritual work. I did I never took anything at face value anymore. I always felt into things. That's maybe what kept me in such a sensitive state because I would feel, but that was my barometer. That's how I did. I felt things. I scan them, ran things down. That's just how I do it. And I know I described what I went through as torturous, but it was torturous and blissful. There were blissful periods in between where those aha moments were just amazing. And and I wouldn't trade anything for this experience. I'm grateful to be here. And on to the next video, because I'm 14 and a half minutes in. On to the next video. What do I want to talk about? Am I going to let me see if I grab the tarot cards. Let me think for a minute. Peace.